It was supposed to adjust itself. Okay, now can you hear me? Okay, so you should be able to hear me now. Yeah, I've been messing around with some of the settings to try to get everything working correctly. Yay, now wait, okay. Still no sound? Okay, let me know if you can hear me. G says Debbie's in the house. Yay! Okay, Miss Judy says you can hear me. Okay. And if Dawn is in the house, the command !zombie should work. Hey Shay, how you doing, honey? I have to turn this down because it's too loud when it tells me that you're in the house. Okay, because earlier I couldn't hear anything, and then I couldn't. Then it was, I don't know. I'm trying things. That's the thing. Whenever I add in something or replace something, I have to reset everything up. How did that work out for you? Something. Okay. Let me type it in first, because if you put a space in the wrong place, it doesn't work. It should be. We're gonna see if it works. Okay, I haven't tested it with the chat. Let's see if it works. Should work. Ah, there he is. We got our little zombie in there. So it is in the chat. You would type in !zombie as one word, and it'll pull it up and play a little bit of music. But I think there is a little bit of a delay, so if you do it too fast, it's not going to work. What F zombie? What are you talking about, D? Don't be doing that stuff to me. Come on, you know? I've also got a little button where I can push it. That's the only one of the alerts that I've redone. So everybody's trying to do the zombie and it's not wanting to work. Did I have something else set up wrong? Let me just double check and make sure that I didn't set it up for admin only, which I don't think I did. Looks like everybody should be able to do it. There is a 60-second global cooldown though. Somebody got it. I've also added on up here the days to Halloween. So you've got a countdown, and I actually did that because I came across Todd cleaned out some stuff out of the attic before we had our roof redone, which included some of my Halloween decorations and things. One of which was a countdown calendar thing that I had made for my job that I haven't actually been to in 4 years. Yeah, so I've already set it back up. It's up over here so I can see it. It's hanging from my computer. I've got my computer's actually way up there. The monitor, the computer is. So I've got a couple of magnetic things up there, so it's hanging from that. And I put up some little bat lights so at least I can stay in the mood. I also have got myself a few little props. So I've got myself a little spider there. Anyway, I've got some things going on. I want to get in the mood. I love Halloween. It's going to be fun. Oh, by the way, you're not going to see Todd walk around at all tonight because he's not here. He's out of town. So that's probably one reason why I've been a little bit down today. I've been a little bit stressed today, and I've actually made a couple of cards just because I wanted to do something. Dee is wanting something having to do with Day of the Dead. I don't have any Day of the Dead stuff. I think I've got an old stamp that I got from Michael's at one point, but it's been a while and I probably got rid of it already. So what I did try out, because you know you have an idea and you got to try it. And where's the stamps? Because there's the stamps. I decided to pull out these guys from Picket Fence Studio today because I had an idea, and it's not quite what I was expecting, but it still turned out pretty cool. Also, I went through a couple of bins that have been basically sitting over on, it's basically a drafting table that I got from Michael's when I first decided I was going to start doing a little bit of crafting and try to do arts, and I got it set up so it's got it looking out a window, although all it's able to really see out that window at the time was like spider webs and stuff. But I had set it up a while back. And since I started crafting, that was the home for my big, humongous paper trimmer and my Sizzix Big Kick. So those sat over there, plus whatever things happen to accumulate. So I have, Linda, you need to leave out the space. whenever you're doing these kind of commands that do not have a space in there, the exclamation point tells the computer that it is a command from you guys. So that's how that works. I do want to put some of those back in. It is similar to what they do on Twitch. On Twitch, they have what they call channel point rewards. You earn channel points by hanging out in a live stream, which is all they do is live streams of it. It's ZOMBIE. I'm gonna just hit the button for you because I love you, honey, and yeah. Here we go. Well, thank you so much. Susan just decided to join our little group of members. I am planning on doing some things for members coming up. Right now, what we've got for members is that you guys get access to the videos a day ahead of time, as long as I can get them up a day ahead of time. I did have one yesterday that I released it to members in the morning, and then I released it to the rest of you guys tomorrow last night because, you know, I wanted to get it out there. But I do want to say thank you so much. That really, I really appreciate that. Let's just say that. But at some point we can have members only chat in the live streams, members only live stream, and different things like that. So it's going to be fun. Linda says, whoops, I don't know why. I'm looking around my camera, by the way, in case you're wondering. So I went ahead and I played with these for a little bit. And I had thought, you know, I wonder how that would work with one of Lisa Horton's interference inks. So I wasn't sure how it was going to do because I know that this is the one that, of the three that I've got, I've only got three, but of the three that I've got, well, dang, that was like instantaneous. Yes, it was. That's the wonderful thing about live streams. I can see what you guys are doing. I mean, it'll put a banner up if somebody subscribes. So if you're not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that button, subscribe to my channel. Be sure to put on the notifications so you know what's going on. And hello, Miss Kim in Alaska's in the house. Now that she's here, we can get crafty. Absolutely. Anyway, I decided to try out this on black cardstock to see how it would work, and I thought these would be kind of cool in the gold. Now, I've got two other colors that are basically like a dark purple that really doesn't show up that well on black. It's still got the shimmer, but it doesn't show up that well. But here's how that turned out. And one reason why I was mentioning the bin of things that I went through is I came across, did I ever tell you guys that I'm really bad at using my backgrounds when I make them? This background here was what I was trying out the mica stains last year. So I still have a few of those, including, okay, I gotta get them out, including, and I don't know if you guys remember these or not, but these guys. So yeah. So I was playing with the mica stains last year and I never did use up all of the backgrounds. It's like I kind of ran out of Halloween time. So I think that's one reason why I'm so excited this year and doing so much. I mean, today's live stream is actually video number 10. Of course, that does include the unboxings, and I'm going to be doing some more stuff with the things, but I went ahead and I made 2 cards using the cute spooky the spooky butterflies. So I've got 2 of them. I used the same panel and just cut it in half. This one I decided to add some gold, just some scraps down the edges to see how that was. So anyway, I figure we can play some more with some of the Picket Fence stuff. I am going to be doing some more things with Sabrina's collection from Scrappy Tales. I'm going to be doing some stuff with Not Too Shabby's collection coming up, and Spellbinders, I still have a couple more things coming up for Halloween for that, so that's gonna be awesome. And now my brain is starting to think, hello Miss Dawn, hello Cordelia, and congratulations on winning that that prize from Jamie. That's awesome. So Dawn, since you just popped in, I want you to type into the chat !zombie. And I hope you guys notice I've got this countdown to Halloween up at the top. So I'm going to basically make sure that that is showing on all of the lives between now and, well, maybe not tomorrow's. So Dawn, you got your zombie back. There is a 60-second delay on that, so it doesn't take over completely my screen, but it is there, and I did that. I did that one first for you, okay? So anyhow, she says, oh my God, yes. I'm glad that it makes you happy. So I am going, and some of the things are still not quite working right. I'm trying to make sure I've got the sound working right, but you guys, I am your bestie forever. I love you too, Dawn. So I want you guys to let me know if you can hear me okay, if it sounds crappy. The first time I tested on a couple of things, it's where it was real staticky, so I'm trying not to do that. I got my little earbuds in so I can hear the music and the sound and stuff, like when the zombie music comes on. And make sure that there is zombie music coming on. It should be. So just let me know. If it's not, let me know, because that means something I've got to fix. Kim says, can hear and see you good, because my mic is right up here. You can't see it. It's right up above my mic, above my camera. So anyhow, let's go ahead and get started a little bit. And I hope that you guys like this. Yeah, that was fun. I made that. Okay. At this point, these are the cards that I made earlier today. So I think they turned out pretty cool. And the gold, although it's not, I guess it's not really that sharp. I did have to stamp it over and over again, probably because I needed it to friggin' dry before I would actually be able to see it. Okay, I put my face on the other side. I think I need to change where it is, though. I think it needs to be up and balanced with the days of Halloween. What do you guys think? That, or I just need to make it go away. Yeah, I can make it go away. I'm gonna actually put it right up there and make it just a little bit smaller, and I can fix it permanent later. Okay, and then I'm gonna make it zoom in a little bit, I think. Because anyway, Dawn's thrilled. I'm glad I made you happy, honey. I am so glad I made you happy. Yeah, I do like to play around with a lot of these things, and last year we did a bunch of stuff. I mean, we had Halloween, we had Christmas, but the thing is, at the end of the year, I basically reset all my settings and got everything kind of cleaned up, and because I really had too much stuff going on, but I haven't had a chance to go back and redo any of it, so that's something I need to do. Also, I have not had a chance to slow down enough. That's the thing. Slow down enough to redo my OBS and StreamerBot, because there's some updates that I have access to that I have not installed yet. Because I wanted to get, yeah. I did start working on the website though. That was a bit stressful too. Yeah. I still have a lot of stuff to try to move over before I actually tell the interwebs to point to where my new site is instead of the old. It's where everything's migrating over. But hopefully that's going to mean that my website won't go down as often as it did. I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but I saw it and it drove me friggin' crazy. Okay, so Cordelia likes the creepy butterflies. Yeah. But what I think I want to do, I think I want to play with the witch. What do you guys think? Really cool. But I had to do the butterflies first because I've never seen anything like that, and I think it turned out pretty cool. And using one of my old backgrounds, use the stuff you got, guys. Do not do like I do and let it just sit in a box for a year before you realize that it's actually still there. Some ghosted on the web. Huh? Not sure what you're talking about, Linda, but you know what? You're probably not talking to me. Oh, my Wizard of Oz. I'm trying to keep up with the chat, but I don't know what's going on. But one thing I have not done yet, and I need to do, let me do this real quick, because I can. Pull up another deck. That's the thing. I've also got everything separated out and things, too. Let me get this one back up. I want to say welcome to everybody. So welcome. I don't have the audio on for that right now, I don't think. Let me do it again. Nope. There's no sound on that one at the moment, but that's because I turned something else off because I didn't want it to hijack my microphone again. Okay. Anywho, so you guys tell me what you would prefer. I mean, I'm kind of leaning towards this guy. This is also kind of a cool, this is a stencil that could work for anything. It's just, it's got kind of a cool texture. No sound again? You can't hear me, or you couldn't hear the welcome? So just double checking, can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Okay, you can hear me, okay. Oh my God, I love the witch. Yes, you would. Okay. I had to turn the audio over onto YouTube and see. To me, it still sounds a little tinny. It doesn't have that deep, almost like smooth. It's almost like a smooth texture on my voice on some of the things. It's like, I like the way that sounds, but it is what it is, right? Can I use her? Can I use the witch? You want me to play with the witch? I can play with the witch. Brenda was sorry she was distracted talking to her mom. Looks like your mother. Don't be saying such things. Oh my God, Dawn. Okay. Brenda says hi to everyone she missed. Perfect. Okay, I think that's what I'm going to do then. I'm going to move these guys out of the way, and after I put the plastic on there straight, it's not actually on there straight. If I don't have the plastic on there right, it might not go back into the sleeve like I want it to. And I already lost some of this stuff earlier. It's like, where the heck did I put the pack? I had the stamps out, but I couldn't figure out where the rest of it was. And then I found the rest of them and I couldn't figure out where I put the stamps. So I think I want to, I'm going to start off with the stencil. And let's go with some, yeah, let's do that. Let's go with some solar paste. All right, you guys can still kind of sort of see me while I'm up here in the back. So we're going to start off with some solar paste and a black cardstock panel. And I'm going to try to summon my inner Simon Hurley. Let's see if I can get this thing to work right. And nothing is right where I want it yet. Sorry. I have been moving things around a little bit today. I wish I could find the good one that I've got of these. This is not the one that I have. It's like, it's around here somewhere. I can't friggin' find it. I can use these. That'll work. But yeah, we have 69 and a half days, about 69 days till Halloween, guys. What's horrible? Okay, sound. Hey, Miss Crystal. Sound is going in and out on your end. That might be because I was moving away from the microphone. I did notice that on Jay's live stream last night, that when he turned around, you couldn't really hear him, but I knew what it was. It's because you guys are used to me having my headphones on and my mic right there at my mouth no matter what I do. This is something where if I want to wear a hat or do anything else, and I'm not doing it today, this is a test, but if I want to do anything else, you can't really do that with the headset on. I've tried. I can't put anything on over the thing. Susan says, I'm kidding. I really don't know what my mother looks like. You don't know what your mom looks like? It's kind of hard for me to remember a little bit too. My mom passed away in 1988, so it's been a minute, and I miss her. Like, wear a beehive hairdo. No, I was thinking about wearing a witch's hat, but the hat is like so big. It's like, yeah, it was just too big, and I think I may have worn it once. Anyway. Dee says 125 days till my birthday. That's something else I need to probably do for some of you guys that are interested. I know not everybody's interested in it, but I have been tossing this idea around in my head for when I have time, which is not today. Let's see, we've got orange and we've got purple, and let's just go with the Halloween theme, right? Yes, I need one of those little headbands, which means I'm going to go back to Dollar Tree and see if they've got them in yet, because they didn't have them in last week. Anywho, There it is. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. Somebody distracted me. I don't remember. Anyhow. Oh, and a reminder to you guys, I am going to be going live over on Not Too Shabby in the Facebook group tomorrow. And I'm also going to be live here. So that's kind of how the plan is going to go. I'm going to go live here and I'm going to go live over there at the same time. So I'm doing a multi-stream thing like I did last month, and we're going to be playing with the Stamp and Die of the Month. So it's not going to be Halloween. It's going to be the Stamp and Die of the Month. So that's this guy. So that's what we're going to be playing with tomorrow. Although the jars make me think that they need to be full of eyeballs, so I haven't decided if that's going to be something I'm going to do or not. You never know. D says, it sounds like you might be just a touch excited. Okay, so this one is the purple, which is Royal Flush. So I've got some of the orange down. Yeah, the orange was Overheated. And then some of the purple, which is Royal Flush. And I'm probably going to have to add more. That's something else I want to do. I really want to start using all of the things, right? I've got patterned papers that I need to use up. I've got a lot of those. I don't do it because I start making my own backgrounds and stuff, right? Or leaving it as white space or whatever. It's where I basically focus on whatever the collection is I'm working with, and that's all that I do with it, right? But I need to start bringing out some of these other things that are super fun too, and showing how you can combine all your stuff. I mean, I know what Dee was probably wanting me to play with was another one of those dancing characters that we did in our class this weekend. And you know what? I did go ahead and make another card. So now I have two of the ones. I have two of the Dancing Grim now. Hey, Miss Bethany. Ooh, that was actually just the right amount to go all the way down this panel. Okay. Let me move that out of the way a little bit and then take another black cardstock panel. I may have enough for a couple of these. Do I have another stencil over here I want to use? Got the Not Too Shabby shop ones, but that's layering. Don't really want to do that. This would be kind of cool. I can do these birthday balloons. This is the one from Crafty Meraki that I did, what, a couple months ago, I think? So I am just going to, we're going to wing it. Try to use up most of this without wiping it too thin, but that's going to still be pretty cool. Okay, which means I need, I'm going to give you guys some music, and I'm going to go and wash these things up. I think I'm going to put back just the regular, the beginning screen, because I have not changed my Be Right Back screen yet. So I'm going to go ahead and give you that one and give you guys some more of the Halloween music. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna clean up a little bit more. Sorry about the coughing. I told you, I've got to get these things set up right. It's supposed to mute my mic when I go away, but I don't think it did. Brenda's talking about cookies. I don't have any cookies. Of course, I'm trying to lose weight too. I've dropped like almost 10 pounds, but it does fluctuate if I decide to eat food. Anyhow, let you see what these guys look like. So, I don't know if you guys can see the shimmer and the different colors, but we've got green, and then we've got purple, and then we've got orange all on the same panel. So that's going to take a little bit to dry. And then the same thing on my balloons. So I need to put these off to the side, out of my way, and clean off my desk. But those are going to be yummy. Susan asked you what kind of cookies, Brenda? Brenda needs to answer, and she's not answering. What's the deal? So at the moment, I'm thinking of putting our witch over that kind of interesting background. I may change my mind, but who knows, right? I haven't tried doing... do they darken when they dry? Well, what I think they do is they actually brighten up a little bit. I am cleaning up some of this on just some cardstock, so that's going to be kind of creepy looking. It's probably one of the things I like best about, you know, getting messy for Halloween is that everything winds up looking awesome. This is going to be so cool. Hello, Miss Crystal. How are you, honey? Okay, I'm gonna have to get a baby wipe for this, I think, because this is messy, messy, messy. Do they dark? Okay, it was Susan that was asking. Yeah, I think they get. I think they get brighter. I haven't done a lot with these. I've done more with the lunar pastes. Those are the ones that are more opaque. These are white with a shimmer in the background, and I've seen people use them. I mean, and Simon's been doing a bunch with them. I mean, these are Simon's things. So, I just need to practice with them more. And if you've been following me for a bit, you probably know that Halloween is the time when I do the most playing. Okay. Okay, so let me put these guys back in the drawer where they belong. And then I'm going to put all of this off to the side so I can dry. This is just a cutting board from Dollar Tree, and that's what I use to try to have a place for things. I just use a cutting board. That way I can move them around. And Dee says, I just need to stop eating. Well, I think what it is I never get hungry until around like 2 o'clock anyway. And I decided a month or two back, I guess, probably. Okay, I'm just going to skip lunch. And it was fine. And as long as I drink plenty of water, it helps. But, yeah, I decided to do that, and I realized, I looked it up after that, and I realized that that might have been what my doctor was talking about when she said something about intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting, it's not like what I was thinking. It's like you fast for so long, so many days or whatever. No, it's basically you skip a meal. So that was kind of interesting. 2 p.m. is about what time you get up. Yeah, this morning, Todd had to, I think he had to get up like at 4 a.m. because he had to catch a plane with his boss to go to Augusta, Georgia, I think. The project that he's working on has to do with golf carts. So anyhow, but he had to go to do that. And that means that I didn't really sleep well before that because I'm anticipating him having to get up. We don't really go to bed until well, we go to bed around like 11. I don't normally get in there until like 11:20, and then I don't actually start to go to sleep until midnight because he has to get up every 30 minutes. He's basically got a schedule. He gets up every 30 minutes to go to the bathroom. Midnight is when he, actually 12:30 I think is when he turns off the TV, and that's sleeping time. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, that means I don't get to go, actually, I start to fall asleep, and then I have to wake up, and then I have to roll over, and all the things. But I love him, and yeah. Okay, I have not used these yet, so they are very, very sticky. Anyway, that means that when he woke up at 4, I woke up too. Okay, this is going to cover the entire panel, pretty much. If I want to cut it out, I'm going to have to stamp them, stamp her, stamp it, creepy thing, at an angle in order to get it to fit on the entire, in order to get it to fit on there. Yeah. Okay, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to use some VersaFine Clear, and we're going to emboss our little witch in clear embossing powder so that all of the lines stay nice and crisp. And that's probably something I'm going to do with the butterflies at some point too. Because, yeah. Dawn says, I wanted to get up early, go to bed early, but ended up rearranging my craft room. Oh my god. That's something else I'm curious. Does this other thing work? I probably does not. Don't think I have it on. Where was it? I did have a thing where I could add the chat to the screen, but I don't remember where it is. I probably don't have it up anywhere. We're not gonna do it. Okay. Plus it tends to block part of the screen anyway. It's great when I'm playing a game or something, which I'm not playing as much as I want to, because there's been a couple of days that I was stressed out enough. It's like, I really... And that, okay, and it's not anything bad, guys. I mean, I told you I was going to be making some updates and making some changes to my website, and yes, that is the plan. That is what I'm going to be doing. And I've already gotten started on it, but it's just the thought of spending that kind of money on something that I don't know is going to work. I don't know for sure if it's going to do exactly what I want it to. Okay, let's take a look and see what this little witchy looks like. Needs more ink, so I'm going to do it one more time and hope that I don't have it crooked. Because it looks like the way that I put the paper down, my sticky mat isn't all the way to the edge. Which now I'm thinking I want the new thing from what was it, Waffle Flower? Yeah, there's a new photopolymer stamp type sticky grid to go in your Misty, and now I want it. It's a lot like the one from Alta New, except it's sized perfect to go in your Misty, and I had not seen that until this weekend, and now it's like I want it. But again, it's like, I mean, it's only like 20 bucks, but still. Dawn says, yes, she's gorgeous. And if I messed up on the stamping, I can always do another. Oh, and she's got a mouse. Okay, let me get out my embossing stuff so we can go ahead and get that done. But look, she's got a little mouse. Okay, so Linda's already got a couple of the grip mats. She says you've got it for both of your Misties. I think I want that. I mean, there's so many different tools, and some of them work in different, I mean, it really depends on how you want to use it and, you know, what you want to do with it. I'm one of those people that I believe in tools. I believe that all the tools are doing is making it easier and faster for you to do the things. Okay, so we could walk to the grocery store every time we need to go grocery shopping. And my grocery store is literally like 2 miles from here. So actually, I think it's round trip walking is about 1.5 miles. I mean, I'm sorry, about 3 miles. So we have, Todd and I have gone over there to drop something off that's too big to go in the mail, something like that. So we have done that before. But do I want to do that every time, or am I going to get in my car and use that tool to go to the grocery store so I can bring more stuff back and I can get there faster and I don't have to exercise as much. It doesn't mean you can't do the others, but okay, we're gonna heat this guy up. And in case you're wondering, the reason I heat it up from underneath is because I'm afraid I'm gonna blow the embossing powder off. And I don't want to lose any of that shiny, yummy goodness. The cute little mouse. Oh, look at her. Fabulous. All nice and shiny. Yes. I do like that witch. Yes, I do like that witch. Okay. At some point, I'm going to start playing with some of my other colors of embossing powder too, because I do have some. And there's like, I almost always only use the black. I mean, the clear embossing powder is about the only one I ever use. I do have some white over here in this drawer. And then I've got a couple of other colors like silver and gold. And then I've got, in another box over in a cabinet that I never get into, I've got other stuff. And I was like, oh, I forgot I had this. Okay. So for this guy, since this is just regular cardstock, I figure I'm going to just use some alcohol markers. And since I have them, I've been playing with these a little bit more. I've got a couple of different brands of alcohol markers. I've got some Parkus that were given to me in exchange for a review, and I told the truth about it. I mean, that's the thing when it comes to me reviewing something. I'm gonna just tell you what I think. Now, these are very similar to that too, which makes me wonder if Spectrum Noir and Copic are designed different than some of these other companies, because these seem to be more pigmented and not as much alcohol, meaning they don't really don't blend as well. Hello, Miss Janine. Welcome, welcome, and welcome on in to everybody else that I've missed. Welcome. We don't have any sound on that. I need to fix that. I think I still have a thing where I can just change that real quick without turning on the thing. I've got one of the things I want to play with after I learn how it actually works, because I don't like it stealing my mic, is something called voice mod. Now, voice mod is actually pretty cool. It will actually change your voice. But it's also got a lot of alerts and different things and different sound effects it can do too. So I think that is super cool. Zombie, zombie, zombie. Yes, Janine, we got the zombie back. Okay, let me see what I can do about fixing this guy, because I did have a different sound on there. Do I just not have another sound on there at all now? I'm going to steal that, copy that one, and then put it into there. Where is it? Paste it and put it up into there. And now when I do the welcome, it should have some sound. I need to get to the right thing though. And I don't hear anything again. I don't know. Anyhow, I will figure that out later. Okay, that's something I wanted to double check. It did take quite a while to get to you, Miss Janine. So a few weeks ago, I did a live stream where we were playing with some of the Artistry inks. Super fun. And I did a giveaway of a pack of the Artistry. It's basically a stamp pad of the black and then the markers to go with it. So there is that. And when I did the giveaway, Janine was the one who won. Now, one thing I said at the time was I wasn't going to send it out if it was outside the United States, and I decided, you know, I'm going to go ahead and do this for her. She does live in Canada, and it turns out that it does. I didn't realize it was going to take nearly as long to get there, or that it was going to cost as much as it did. So it's something I'm probably not going to do a lot of in the future, but I did want to make sure I gave that to you, Miss Janine, because you are just super awesome, and you've been always so supportive, and I hope you have fun. What I would like... Okay, she says, I got them late last week. I'll be giving them a try as soon as things get settled here. Oh, you just got a new doggy. You have to post some pictures over in our Discord. We want to see your puppy. Absolutely. But if you want, we could do a live where you come on with me and we play with the Artistry inks. So you let me know if that's something that you want to do, and we can put it on the schedule, and that'll be fun. Anyway, for our little witch here, I am going to be using some of these markers. This is a set from Artify. It was one of the companies that I saw while I was at Creativation. Really don't know anything about the company. It's kind of where I was just wandering around as I was leaving, and I think a lot of it, I think, is that as we're leaving, it's because I stay so late, because, yeah, I want to get as much out of those kind of things as I can. They basically were getting rid of stuff so they didn't have to take it home. I mean, you know, I wound up having to ship it home because I had other things that I needed to ship home anyway, plus some stuff from my mother-in-law because we were at their house and all of the things. So, but yeah, so anyway, this is a set of 48. It's a 48 basic color set, fine and broad tips. So it's got bullet nibs, and then it's got the chisel nib. Oh, I've got my coffee, by the way. I am drinking my coffee out of my witch's brew cup, so I'm all ready for Halloween. Yes, I'm always ready for Halloween, right? Awesome, awesome. Yes, Janine says that she would love to do that. So guess who we're going to have as a guest at some point coming up soon? Yes. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and start coloring her. I think I want, well, okay, she's a witch. She's got to have a green face, right? And I've got some different shades of green. So I'm going to start off with a light one. This one is like a yellow green. So I'm going to start off with that on her face. And I'm just going to use the chisel. And I didn't even think about which end I'm opening up. This end is the chisel. This little bit down here is the bullet nib. So that's great for the details. This does not blend as well because I think it's got so much pigment. And I think the pigment to alcohol ratio. It's kind of like trying to do ink blending with a Sharpie. It's not going to work as well. Not to say anything wrong with a Sharpie. Sharpies are great, but it just depends on what you want to use them for. At the end, it's all the tools. Cordelia says, cool. And Janine's doggy is 10 years old, a rescue basically. He's pretty neglected. Had him at the vet. Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't really want to take my kitties to the vet, but I'm thinking I need to. I need to get a hold of my friend Kelly. I mean, I haven't seen her in years, but she's the only vet that the cats have ever gone to, and they are right now at, I think it's 14 years old, and we think one has diabetes, but we're not sure. Okay, I have a little bit too much shadow there, so I'm going to start off with this one in this light color of green, basically putting it down and kind of saturating all of our witch's face. And then I'm going to come... You have to, you never notice the details of stuff when you look at the stamp until you go back and see what you're trying to color. But look at her teeth. She's got little pointy teeth. Yeah, she's definitely drinking tons. And she pees a lot too. And I've got one of those, the cat box is one of the Breeze. That's one with the pellets. So it's like a pea pan, you empty that out. And I'm having to empty it out a lot more often than we used to. But yeah. And just recently, it's where she started losing weight. So her sister, well, that's the thing, they kind of change. One of them will be fat and the other one will be skinny, and they go back and forth. Like, she used to be the skinny one and Squeaky was the fat one. Now Ninja is Ninja is now the skinny one again. But she was a fat one for a long time. And our witch has got these long pointy ears and hair coming out of her ears. There's a lot of detail on this little guy here. I don't know who drew it, but that is absolutely marvelous. Okay, now I'm going to come in with a darker green. I think I'm going to go with this one that's kind of an olivey color. And just using the bullet nib. And coming in the areas that look like they need a little shading. And then I'm going to try to blend it out some. It's kind of where this is one of those cases where scary dark, this is going to be the scary dark. Okay. And I think I used these markers too when I did Frankenstein a few weeks ago. And I'm kind of coloring over some of the areas that's got the embossing because that's basically where they say you need to have the shading. Okay, let's come back in and try blending some of this out. So it does look like it's blending some, but that dark is so dark that it's basically turning, everything's kind of turning another color similar. So I need to make sure I leave my highlights in. Okay, that is looking kind of cool. So there we go. That's it for the witch's face. Janine says, love the witch, reminds me of the Looney Tune witch. Yeah, except the Looney Tune witch, I think she was a little fatter. This looks like she's probably a real skinny one. Okay. I'm already dropping things, guys. Okay, so now for the hat, I think I'm going to go with some purples. I'm going to do kind of the same thing, go with a really light color and then a really dark color and kind of do a kind of a meet in the middle. And I'm hoping, I'm thinking it probably will be, but I'm hoping that our background panels will be dry, nice and dry by the time I get done with this. So that was quick. Okay, I'm going to go in with this really dark one. And I'm going in with the bullet nib into all of those little shadow areas. And I'm actually not thinking about this at all. This is easy ones. So Bethany apparently left and came back. So hello, Bethany. We're happy to have you back and welcome. Welcome. My button's not working at all now. Did I break it? I think I broke it. Welcome alert. That's why that's not going to work, but maybe the other part will. I don't like it when my things don't work. I broke all the things. But anyway, welcome back, Bethany. So that part where the sound didn't work, but. Okay, so Dawn says I had to run downstairs and get Willie set up for his dinner so he doesn't come knocking at 7, reminding me, thank you so very, very much, that I need to set up for us to redirect over to Miss Dawn's channel when it comes 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock, Dawn with the Crafty Visage, she does do live streaming most weeks, and she has one set up. Let's talk embossing. That's gonna be fun. So she's gonna be doing, tonight's is on embossing. So I just set that up so that when we leave this stream, when I end the stream, we're gonna go directly over into her live stream, so you guys can basically, you get to rate her awesomeness. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add some more of the coloring in. Still adding some more of that dark. I don't even know what dinner is tonight. Well, you know what? My husband's not here to fix it for me or to decide what he's hungry for. That's the thing. When he goes on a bike ride, usually it means meat and potatoes. I mean, that's about all that he decides that he ever wants to eat. But sometimes he wants to have just like leftover sausage or something like that, and it's no big deal. Sometimes it's like he's definitely decided this is what he wants, and I have to kind of wait and see what he actually wants. Can't do that right now since he's out of town. And I talked to him like right before we got started today. Turns out that I guess because of they're not used to going places anymore. I mean, you guys know how that is. We don't go anywhere. I had one of my neighbors today while I'm coming back from the mailbox asking me, did I hear about something? It's like, I haven't left the house in days. It's like, I don't know what you're talking about. So she had to tell me the kind of the gossip, and it's like, I don't really do gossip. But anywho, it turns out that his boss isn't really used to it either, because guy forgot to set up to get a car. So they get to Augusta and they don't have a vehicle. And then they go to where their meeting is. So they took an Uber or whatever. They go to where the meeting is, and they get there like an hour or so early, and they hadn't had lunch because the guy hadn't made plans for that either. And I think it's just because, you know, sometimes we just forget to do the things because we haven't done it in like forever. Oh no, Jenny, did that the last come wanting her dog back after not wanting? Oh no. Willie is having cheeseburger flatbread pizza. Yeah, I keep looking around the I know you're saying, why is her face moving all over the place? I'm looking around the camera. At least I'm getting better at looking at the camera, right? Okay, I'm adding in this kind of pinkish purple too, just to give it a little bit more texture. I think I'm gonna do do I want to do the bullet? I think I am gonna do the bullet. It's just basically making like 3 different colors of purple in here, and they don't really match, but I think it's gonna look cool anyway. That is probably about enough. Okay, put the purples away. Yeah, the first thing I had to do when I got this, that goes up top. Got them in the wrong order again. First thing I had to do is basically put it in RGB order. Yeah, so there we, oh, almost forgot the mouse. Mouse needs to be colored. And I think I'm gonna make him gray because I don't really have a brown in here. I mean, this one's kind of a brown, but let's go with I'm gonna go with WG02, which is light gray. Kind of a warm gray, and then I'll come back in like I did with everything else with a little bit of a darker gray. That's it. I'm not even gonna bother with coloring the witch's eyes, you know? Okay, Bethany, if you're in front of your computer, go ahead and turn on Discord. Let's go over there. I want to see it, and if you want, I can actually share the screen over here. So go ahead and do that. I'm in the Discord now. Are you good with that? I'm just checking. I want to see his face. Okay, you'll drop in a second. So while we're waiting on that one, because I know you guys want to see, I'm going to also see if I can go ahead and set this up so I can bring them right on in. And then we're going to die cut this guy out in just a minute too. And I'm going to check on my panels to see whether or not they are dry. Bum, bum, bum. Where am I at? Love the Witch by Picket Fence Studios. Yes. I don't know if you were in, but I did something with the creepy butterflies. I made a couple of cards, and the panel is one from a year ago. Yes, thank you so much, Dawn. Dawn is trying to remind everybody to give this video a thumb up if you like it. I mean, if you like coming and hanging out with me, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you've got some crafty friends that you think might enjoy kind of hanging out and never knowing what's going to happen and all those things, go ahead and share the video out. I would love it, love to have some more new folks come in and join us during our live streams. That is super fun. Okay, what she didn't go into the voice chat. That is totally fine. I'm gonna hang up that one, but she did share pictures. So that is perfect. Let me see if I can get to the other thing. You're probably going to see a screen that you don't want. Screen share. Okay, so that's that one. Where's my screen share thing? Turn off studio mode. Screen share, where is it? It's this one. I want that one. I don't want that one. I want this one. Okay, I'm going to move this over there. There we go. So there's Frankie. Isn't he adorable? He is such a cutie pie. He's like, Mom, why are you taking pictures of me? Okay, so thank you so much, Bethany, for sharing that with us. Peanut butter is gonna be hard to beat. Yep. Okay, so another thing with these guys, this is A Wee Bit Wicked is the name of the stamp set, and look, we got dies for all the things. And one thing I love about these is they're already cut out, so I don't have to struggle trying to get them to come apart. So now we're gonna get out my Platinum 6. And I am going to use some washi tape, I think. I'm trying to start using washi tape for this because I've got it. I've got a lot of it. I need to use it up. But I'm going to start using it. I really like my Best Ever Craft tape. I will say that. But I need to use some of this stuff up. So, I mean, I got a big bin of it and I never use it for anything. So I might as well use it for this, right? Okay, so Bethany says that her mom turned up the news too loud, otherwise she would have done a video. Yep. These also seem to really match up with the stamps. So it's a perfect outline. Sometimes you get, I mean, it's been a little while since I've gotten any that I had trouble lining up. So I don't know if it's where I got better at it or if they've just improved so much over the last couple of years. I mean, I do have to say I am spoiled by Spellbinders. They have got fantastic dies. And I've been using them almost exclusively for the last couple of years. I am using more of other companies right now, but overall I've been using them a lot. But it's kind of where I went for so long with just Spellbinders. It's like, these are good. I like this. I can actually line these things up. I'm not an idiot anymore. But it is getting better. It is getting easier for me to line all the things up. So again, I don't know if it's just me getting better at it or if the dies just work. Okay. So there we go. And you can see all the different colors I put into the hat. I think that turned out pretty cool. And I didn't do any kind of coloring on the hair. I mean, the hair is just black, you know? Glitter is not secure. Oh no. But they're behaving with bags of glitter waiting to be shelved. You may not... No. Don't do it. Bethany says that she might not have to lock up the crafty space. Honey, don't do that. You need to lock it up. Yeah, don't take the chance. Hello, Miss Linda. Welcome, welcome, honey. Welcome. Yeah, my stuff's broke. It's broken. Let's see if this guy's broken. No, he's not broken. You have about 20 bags of glitter on the floor. Honey, you need to lock that thing down. Don't do that. I mean, I wouldn't trust like teenagers with that. Okay, let's see what the panels look like. Okay, so you guys were asking if it was going to get brighter. Now this still feels a little cool, but yeah, look at that. That is gorgeous. Don't know if our witch will look good over the top of it or not, but actually, it is kind of cool. I think what I'm going to need to do, she needs some bright yellow. I think what I need to do is I need to cut this down. Yes, Dee, that's my point. So I'm going to cut this down, and we're going to have like a black card base, have this in the middle of the back, so I can actually get 2 panels out of this one, and then we can have our witch over the top, so we'll have some of the black behind her too. Making sure that this is actually dry. It feels kind of cool. I mean, like chilly cool. Not just, yeah, I'm cool, you know, like Fonzie is cool. So it feels like it might be a little bit damp. And then I've got this one that I can use later for a birthday card. So that turned out pretty good. Even though some of it did smush underneath, it's like, I don't care. Hey, don't get mad at me. They started on being broken, filming like broke. What? Kelly's Craft. Hey, don't get me started on being broken. My filming like broke. I broke 2 ribs. Why did you break 2 ribs? Yes, I just did Fonzie Cool. Does that tell you I'm old, guys? I used to watch Happy Days with my mom every week. We knew exactly what was on TV all the time. It wasn't like now. I mean, some of these young kids, they have no idea. They have no idea. Okay, so since I still want this to dry a little bit more, like I said, it is a little bit chilly. Where's my stamps? What stamp do we want to go with? Okay, I'm gonna read these out to you guys. You guys have to tell me, what do you think? Life is always more fun being the wicked witch than the helpless princess. Some days you have to put on the hat to remind them who they are dealing with. Happy Halloween. Witches don't wait for karma. Happy October 31st. Just a wee bit wicked. It's Halloween season. I'm afraid the good witch is on vacation. Let's ride. A witch's hat so stiff and high, watch it fly across the, oh, it says watch it fly by. I'm thinking watch it fly across the sky, but anyway. If the hat fits, be sure to buy many shoes and brooms to match. So which sentiment do you guys want to do? Bethany says, hey, I love Happy Days, plus it's Wisconsin. I've proudly kissed the Fonzie statue in downtown Milwaukee a few times. I didn't know that they had a statue of Fonzie in Milwaukee. Dee says, ain't that the truth, good witch is on vacation. They're just lulling you into a sense of security before they pounce. That's true, Bethany. You need to be careful, honey. Bethany says hi to Linda, Kelly, and Judy. I went to college in Milltown, so that was Judy went to college up there. You guys are not helping me with sentiments, so I'm going to go with just a wee bit. And they are so sticky. Okay. So for this one, So the idea is trimming this down a little bit on a black, and get a piece of black cardstock real quick. Actually cut down panels because I wanted to play. Susan likes the one that is put the hat on. Okay, I have to see what's going on over here in Discord because somebody does not. Oh my God, proof of the glitter on my floor. Okay, we are going to look at that again too. There's her glitter. There is her glitter. Honey, no. That's just no. And yeah, my headphones told me that there was something new over there. Okay, so we're gonna have this guy, and we're gonna have the witchy, and then we can have just a wee bit wicked. Oh, that's gonna be cool. But I think this needs to be, maybe I'll stamp it on black and white heat emboss. What do you think? That way we can see it, because otherwise we're not gonna be able to see it. Because I don't really want to do black on white, even though it'll still, I'm going to do both. Let's try both. And then we've got the die to go with. Because you know what? I can always do another witch. Not necessarily today, but yeah, I can do another witch. Okay. Got her off of there. So I'm gonna do one on, why am I using a nice panel when I can just use a scrap? Okay, so I'm gonna do one on some black, and I'm gonna do it in bright white embossing powder, which means since this is Recollections brand and not WOW, I really have to use an embossing buddy or embossing bag. And because I want to be able to see it, Janina's saying hello to everybody that she missed. I'm just going to stamp it down in black. Yes, believe it or not, I'm going to stamp it in black, and then we're going to heat emboss it in white. And believe it or not, this works. This is so that if you don't have embossing ink, or if you have a hard time seeing it, you can emboss. You can stamp in black and then emboss in white, because the white embossing powder will stick. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and heat that up. So that looks pretty good. I'm thinking that's going to look really good. I'm kind of leaning towards that already. But I did say I would do another one where it is black words on white cardstock. And that's something that I usually do it black on white. I don't usually do it the other way around. Let me grab a scrap. That's big enough. And we're going to stamp again. And this time I'm going to be embossing a clear, so let me go ahead and get this guy out of the way. That looks pretty good. And it does look like I kind of went over the fold, because this is something that was basically just a scrap where it's been sitting there for a bit. It's not really going to matter that much. Nobody's really going to notice that there is a score line on the word just. Nobody's gonna really notice. Okay. See, here's the problem with putting the glitter away. The shelf I picked is now already too full. It's the biggest high shelf I have. I feel like glitter is getting its own cart and it's too much. Yeah, Bethany. But you do a lot of, you do tumblers and stuff too, right? Which is one reason why you need that. You need, basically you need all of that glitter when you're doing resin. Because resin, yeah. Because it's too cool. I haven't done resin in so long. Oh, I never did find out. What kind of cookies, Brenda? I don't think you ever told us. What kind of cookies? We won't tell anyone, Debbie. I forgot what it was that I said that you're not going to tell people. Oh, I don't know. Okay, so now we're going to die cut out each of our little sentiments, and then we can pick which one we like the best. Oh, you're not going to tell anybody that I did the thing on there. And my magic mat is just a little bit warped, so let me put it on a flat section so I can actually tape this down. There we go. And now we'll run it through my die cutting machine because we can. Okay, welcome in Spooky Professor Motionette Dungeon. Haven't seen that name before, but welcome, welcome. And where's my thing? My welcome is still not working. Not sure what happened there. Which means now I gotta figure it out. I am irritated now because I messed something up. My welcome alert. I'm going to remove that because that's the only thing I added. It's still not working. Why are my alerts? Why are they not? That one's working. The thank you's working, but now the welcome's working. I don't know what happened, but I fixed it, even if I don't know how I did it. So Dawn said that she just had some sugar cookies. So Spooky Professor is Clint. Nice to meet you all. Awesome. Well, welcome on in. We are just making some Halloween-y cards and chatting about crafting and food and things. Susan says now I've got to go find a dessert. Okay, so this, ooh. I told you the dies are lining up perfect. This is fabulous. I used to cut off letters and things. So yeah, that looks really, really, really nice. Now we're going to do the same thing for the one that is on black cardstock with white embossing and see how that turns out. And again, moving it to the flat part of the... I just need to flatten the thing out. One thing I did do today, I told you that I kind of, just because of frustration and irritation and stuff today, I went through some things that I hadn't gotten around to doing anything with. I've got in this drawer over here that you guys see me get into all the time, I had a couple of mesh bags that had plates and stuff for my Gemini Junior, which I haven't used in a while. I've actually got it put away in a cabinet. So it's like, okay, let me go ahead and go through them. Most of those things were so friggin' warped, it's not even funny. So at one point, I made a printable that I never actually released that has approximate temperatures and what temperatures to use to flatten those plates out. Now, this is something I put together right before I got my magic mat, and then I never did release it because the magic mat works so awesome. So I went ahead and flattened out those because one reason it was taking up so much room in my drawer is because of how warped they were. So I did that today, and I haven't done that in, I told you, that's been what, 2 years, I think, since the Magic Mat came out? Should we call you Spooky? I'm not gonna do that. I guess I could do the witchy voice since Todd's not home. Okay, so both of the sentiments look really good. I do like them both, which means I will be using them both on something. And yeah. So here we go. Here's our witch. I think the panel is pretty much ready for me to trim down. Which is good because you know what? 5 minutes to dawn. So this one is 5.5, so I'm gonna count it down to 2.5 is 5, so 2 1/4. So I'm gonna have two panels that are 2 1/4, and the embossing palette folder was not quite long enough, so I'm gonna trim a little bit off of the 2 edges. So this is gonna be, I'm gonna trim it down at 1/8 of an inch on once. Nah, I need to do 1/4 inch. Okay, cut it down to, there we go, and then cut this on, so it's gonna be 3 3/4. Then go ahead and make this card base real quick. I know, 5 minutes. I know what you guys are really waiting for. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I know what you want, what you really, really want. You want a giveaway. And I ain't even done yet. Okay, so we've got us a card base, and we've got that in the middle, and then we've got our witch. I'm kind of debating. I'm probably going to have to trim off part of the hat too, unless I was daydreaming but heard giveaway. Love you, Susan. So when I do a giveaway, it's going to be the card. So if you guys want the card, it's not complete yet, go ahead and make sure you say something in the chat. I will do a giveaway in just a second, and then we will head on over to Dawn. So first off, I need to know, what do you think? Do we want to go with the words in white? Or do we want to go with the words in black? I'm almost thinking that the white, this one does stand out a bit more, but yeah, it could make a good fun fold, but that's going to take more time, and we've got literally 3 minutes. If we go with this one, it will stand out more, but it also kind of clashes with everything. Everything is so dark. And Brenda says she wants the card. Okay, let me go ahead and pull up the giveaway stuff real quick, and then we can finish this guy up. Giveaway, StreamYard. Giveaway. And it's the one for the 23rd. Okay, let me go ahead and bring up that screen for you guys. I'm assuming everybody's then in there that wants to be, so we've got 13, which means not everybody that was in the chat said hello, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and do a quick drawing for that. And I do have a drum roll. Oh my God, you are so lucky today. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I just thought that is so, you are so lucky today, honey. So Brenda was saying, I want it, and Brenda gets it. I also noticed while I had that up that it wasn't exactly straight. So Brenda, you tell me, which sentiment do you want me to put on there? The white on black or the black on white? Since you are getting the card, which one do you want? I know there's a delay, and that's why I'm still waiting, guys. I think these turned out great. I'm actually going to have to do more of them. I have your address, absolutely. And she wants the white on black, so she wants this sentiment. So I'm going to pop things up with foam, and I'm going to add this little guy right down there in the end. So that is what the card's going to look like today. There will be pictures of everything coming up soon. Also, before you guys run away, unless I don't, oh, I don't have it over here. I was going to show you a card that I just did. I've got to edit the video, and that's going to come up on Thursday, because tomorrow night I'm going to be over on Not Too Shabby Shop and here at 7 o'clock doing a live stream playing with the stamp and die of the month. That's going to be this guy. So we're going to be playing with that. And yeah, I did another one with the Dancing Grimm. So I've got 2 Dancing Grimm cards right now. One was done during the classes last week. You guys can still get the class for the replay and all of that stuff. It's still available on the website, will be. And the other one is just, yeah. I gave him little green eyes. I think it turned out so cute. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful day. Let's go ahead and head on over to see Ms. Dawn. And thank you again for coming by and hanging out with me and crafting tonight. Y'all have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow.